All right, everybody, this is John, and welcome to the free video, and let's dive right in. And what I want to do is just kind of take a look at a couple of key sectors. First, we'll look at tech, of course, and we're going to be looking at a weekly chart as well as a daily chart. And we're going to be looking for squeezes and any turns and things like that too. So on the daily chart, we've already got the exhaustion pattern essentially being over, so it's teed up for some buys, and we have a squeeze. I would like to see a flush to -1 ATR. That would be my ideal buy zone. I don't know if we're going to get it. And what I'm looking for here is then we could get a rally to +2 ATR, and then from there get a puke. So that's the pattern I'm kind of looking for to unfold here. I don't know obviously exactly how it's going to play out. But the main thing, the way these patterns are setting up right now, is just look for violent moves back and forth. So don't get too committed to the upside, don't get too committed to the downside. There are times when you can go all in a market and really bet heavy. For example, when there's a weekly squeeze like that, where you're just you're looking for a run. Or you get a daily squeeze and you're just looking for a run. But when you don't have that, then just trade smaller. It's not the every trade doesn't have to be a big trade. For the semis, this is one that they've been a little bit stronger, and you can see here, of course, that you've also got a squeeze, nice buy signals, so a little bit better relative strength. The one thing here, though, is that what we're not seeing in a lot of these tech sectors are the weekly squeezes. Now we do have a weekly squeeze in the financials. Frankly, it's not that exciting to me, but when you have something like this, for a conservative play, it's often good for just selling put credit spreads. Typically, you're looking for this to fire long and then trade sideways to potentially higher. Financials right now are they're weighted down, though, by a lot of stuff. And then from there, you've got a lot of the quote-unquote safe sectors like utilities setting up here with a nice weekly squeeze. You got buy signals all over the place. So this is something, if you're just looking for something a little bit quieter, this isn't going to be a Tesla trade or a Shopify trade or anything like that, but it's just something where you're just looking for a move from here to +1 ATR at 64.90. All right, so kind of like a shorter term swing trade. And then last but not least, one that I'm watching here, VRTX. You've got that weekly squeeze and the daily squeeze. And I'm just kind of looking for the momentum on the weekly squeeze to turn. We've got exhaustion pattern to the downside coming to an end. And just the idea here, could we at least get a move back up to +1 weekly ATR or +2 weekly ATR? And again, I like this, that you've got the squeezes setting up. It's a little different than the tech sector, which I'm primarily focused on. So a little bit of diversification there. All right. I hope it helps. I'm going to dive in. I got about a 20-minute premium video tonight where we're going to dive into a lot of specific setups, especially with the weekly and daily squeezes. And you guys have a fantastic trading day, and we'll see you at the next update.